Hello friends, Kurt Berglund here with Pine Tar Baseball for you today. I'm showcasing a team that I have created that is available for you for free. All you have to do is email me at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and if you subscribe to my channel, you get the team for free, just for asking. It's the 1980 Houston Astros, a team that won the National League Western Division and narrowly lost the pennant to the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. Had a lot of big names: Joe Morgan, Nolan Ryan, among them Cesar Cedeno, and of course J.R. Richard, stricken with a stroke during that season, is also carded on this team. They will be playing the 1950 Philadelphia Phillies, the Whiz Kids, who lost the 1950 World Series to the Yankees, but were a very noteworthy team in their own right. The last Phillies team to make the World Series before 1980, and the first Phillies team to make the World Series before then since 1915. A lot of big names on this team as well, including Robin Roberts. We're playing this game in the Astrodome, so it should be interesting. We've got Robin Roberts against Nolan Ryan on the mound. Be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. Let's get to the starting lineups. For the visiting Philadelphia Phillies of 1950, it's Eddie Waitkus leading off at first base, Archie Ashburn batting second in center field, Dick Sisler, son of George, batting third, playing left field. Del Ennis batting fourth, playing right field. Willie Jones batting fifth at third base. Granny Hamner batting sixth at shortstop. Andy Semenick batting seventh behind the plate. And Mike Goliat batting eighth at second base. On the mound, it's Robin Roberts. He's in the Astrodome, so he will be a B pitcher the first two times through the order and then drops to a D. He has no strikeout or walk modifiers. He can go 8 innings and more if he's doing well. 39 starts for Robin on the 1950 season. For the homestanding Astros, it's Joe Morgan leading off at second base. Whoops, it's not Louis Pujols. That I can promise you. Batting second right field, it's Terry Poole. Batting third and left field, Jose Cruz. Batting fourth in center field, Cesar Cedeno. Batting fifth at third base, Enos Cabell. Batting sixth at first base, Art Howe. Alan Ashby bats seventh and will do the catching. And Craig Reynolds bats eighth at shortstop. On the mound, it's Nolan Ryan. He's an A pitcher the first two times through the order, then remains an A after that. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 through 60 and 77, and he can give you 7 innings and more if it's going well. And there we are. Those are your lineups for today. I'll be using 2 dice most of the time. The red die for the tens digit, the one die for the ones, the white die for the ones digit. And when we do error checks, we'll need the blue die as well. Here we go, Eddie Waitkus against Nolan Ryan. And that's going to be trouble right off the bat. Waitkus lines it down the left field line. And Jose Cruz has to go get it. Waitkus will get a leadoff double out of that. And it's Ashburn coming to the plate now. Nolan Ryan in a first inning mess. The pitch. He walks him. 2 on now with nobody out. And here comes left fielder Dick Sisler. Won the pennant, basically, for the Phillies with a 7th inning home run against the Dodgers in game 154. The pitch. Hey, struck him out, and there's 1 gone in the first. Ryan getting his groove on, maybe. The pitch to Ennis, the right fielder, is grounded to Joe Morgan. Joe knocks it down and throws it to Art Howe as Waitkus moves up to third, and Ashburn moves up to second with 2 outs. It's going to be Willie Puddinhead Jones. Ryan from the stretch now, and it's hit in the air to left. Under that is Jose Cruz, and he puts it away for out number 3. So the Phillies threaten with a hit, leave 2, but don't score. And now it's Robin Roberts taking on the Astros in the bottom of the first. Roberts winds and delivers to Joe Morgan. It's grounded to Granny Hamner. He's up with it and throws to Waitkus for out number 1. Kerry Poole, the right fielder for these Astros. There's a base hit. Center field, right up the middle. Richie Ashburn throws it back into the infield. That'll bring up Jose Cruz, maybe the MVP of this team. The pitch. And we've got that first error check I was talking about. See where this goes. It's hit to short. That's Granny Hamner. And he makes the play on the lineup for out number 2. And here comes Cedeno with Poole still at first base. Roberts the stretch and the pitch, and this is drilled. Center field, it's going to get over Ashburn's head. Racing around third base is Poole. Cedeno heading for third. The throw from Hamner to Jones is not in time. It's a triple for Cesar Cedeno, and it's 1-0 Houston. Cabell coming to the plate with a chance to make it 2-0. Roberts, the wind and the pitch. Hey, struck him out and gets out of it, but the Astros are on the board. A run on 2 hits, and after 1, it's 1-0 Houston. So Nolan Ryan finds himself with a second inning lead, and he will face shortstop Granny Hamner, catcher Andy Semenick, and second baseman Mike Goliat for the Phillies. The pitch. Hit in the air to left. Under it is Cruz, and there's one down. Now it's Semenick. Ground ball, Art Howe. He's going to flip to Ryan covering, and there's 2 gone in the second inning. And here's Goliat with Robin Roberts on deck. Line shot smoked at Art Howe, but Art makes the play, and that will retire the Phillies in the second. We played 1.5, and it's 1-0 Houston. Robin Roberts got to right the ship here. Howe, Ashby, and Reynolds for Houston. Coming up, this is grounded to Goliat. Mike plants and fires to Waitkus for out number 1. Ashby against Roberts. On the B, he hits it to center field. Richie Ashburn under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Craig Reynolds with Nolan Ryan walking to the on-deck circle now. Here's the pitch to Craig. Hit to right down the line. Del Ennis is going to get there, and that will retire the Astros in inning number 2. If you'd like to have these Astros for free, just drop me an email. My contact info is in the description for this video. Just let me know. Berglund.Kurt@yahoo.com. We'll be happy to send it right out to you. Robin Roberts will lead off the Phillies third, and then the top of the order with Waitkus and Ashburn. The pitch to Robin. Hey, struck him out, and that's number 2 for Nolan. Up now is Waitkus. Shot during the 1949 season, the natural thing. The pitch walked him. He's been on twice now. Here's Ashburn. He walked in the first. Ryan has struck out 2. He has walked 2. He allowed 1 hit. The pitch to Richie. And we have a rare play check. It's a 70 with a runner on. Chopped off the Ryan's glove. It rolls toward Craig Reynolds, and everybody's going to be safe. It's an infield hit for Richie Ashburn. 2 on for Philadelphia now with 1 out, and Dick Sisler at the plate. Dick is 0 for 1. Ryan the stretch. The pitch to Sisler. Hey, struck him out, and that's number 3 for the Express. Here's Ennis, the cleanup batter, with 2 men on. Good chance to tie the game. Ryan the stretch. The pitch to Ennis. Ground ball. Enos Cabell. He fires across the infield to Art Howe, and that will retire the Phillies in the 3rd. The Phillies are part of a Great Teams of the 20th Century set, Volume 2. If you're interested in picking those up, contact me at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. Up to bat for the Astros in the 3rd, it's Nolan Ryan, and on the top with Joe Morgan and Terry Poole, 9-1-2. Pitch from Roberts. He walks Ryan. Ooh, that's a bad one. He walks Nolan Ryan. Now we'll see if Bill Verdon puts a play on with Morgan at the plate. Roberts the stretch. The pitch. Morgan squares to bunt. And he gets it down. It's gloved by Eddie Waitkus. He flips to Goliat covering, and Ryan moves up to second base. So the Astros have a run in scoring position for Poole with Cruz on deck. A couple of left-handed batters. Roberts the stretch and the pitch, and this is what? It's a double. We got to check the modifier table. And it's a base hit for Terry Poole to left field. Charging hard is Sisler. Ryan slams on the brakes at third base, and there's Astros at the corners. Now it's Cruz up. Phillies need to decide where to play their infield. They're going to play back on Cruz. Roberts, the stretch. Poole works on his lead. The pitch home. Poole's not going. And hey, strikes out Cruz. Number 2 for Roberts. Picked a good time for it. Now it's Cedeno, who tripled and drove in a run in the 1st. Astros at the corners. Nolan Ryan at 3rd. Terry Poole at 1st. The pitch hit to left. And this is Sisler for out number 3. So Roberts gets into a jam and he gets out of a jam. The Astros leave 2. And after 3, it's 1-0 Houston. For the Phillies, it'll be 5, 6, 7 coming to the plate. Willie Jones, Granny Hamner, Andy Semenick. Righty, righty, righty against Ryan, who winds and delivers. Base hit center field. Texas Leaguer drops in front of Cedeno, and Jones is aboard. Here's Hamner. Ryan the stretch, checks Willie. The pitch home. He's not going. On a line to center field, Cesar Cedeno, 1 down. Semenick up now. He's 0 for 1. Jones at first, 1 out. Top of the 4th, 1-0 Houston. The pitch. Error check. Got our second error check of the game. Need our blue die. See if Houston can handle this play. Ground ball, Reynolds. I'm sorry, line shot at Reynolds. He's got it on the fly. 2 down. And now Goliat with Roberts on deck. Goliat, 0 for 1. Phillies second baseman. Basically 1 season in the majors, and this was it. Just a cup of coffee in 1951, and that was all she wrote. The pitch from Ryan. Ball 2. Ball 2. Next pitch to Goliat. hit to center, but not deep. Cesar Cedeno is there and puts it away for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Houston. Robin Roberts will face Cabell, Howe, and Ashby. 5, 6, 7 for Houston in the 4th. Pitch to Enos. And he draws a walk. Now it'll be Howe. Roberts the stretch. Checks Cabell. The pitch to Howe. He squares to bunt. He gets it down. Roberts. I'm sorry. Jones gloves it and fires to Goliat covering first, and that'll move Cabell up to second base. With 1 out, now it's Ashby. Reynolds on deck. Chance to drive in a run. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Allen. He hits it to center. Richie Ashburn under it. Cabell is tagging and holding. Now it's Reynolds with first base open. Ryan on deck. They have a choice. They could walk him here and try and get to Nolan. Roberts the stretch. They are going after Reynolds. The pitch to right toward the line. It's Del Ennis, and he's got it for out number 3. The Astros threaten again, but don't score. They leave 1. After 4 complete, it's 1-0 Astros. Now, it's the bottom of the order for Philadelphia, Robin Roberts, and then the top with Waitkus and Ashburn to face Nolan Ryan. The pitch from the Express. Struck him out. That's number 4 for Nolan. Coming up now is Waitkus. Ground ball. Enos Cabell gloves it to his left, plants and fires to Howe. There's 2 down. Ashburn up, 1 for 1 with a walk. The pitch. Ground ball. Craig Reynolds. He throws to Art Howe, and that retires the side. We're halfway through this one. It's 1-0 Houston. Robin Roberts and Nolan Ryan locked in a good one. Ryan will lead off the Astros 5th, and then the top with Morgan and Poole. Pitch. Hey, struck him out. Robin's got 3 strikeouts now. And Morgan's up. 0 for 1 with a bunt. The pitch. Ground ball. Mike Goliat to his left. Plants on the carpet and throws to Waitkus. There's 1 down. Poole is 2 for 2. Scored the only run of the game. The pitch. And we've got an error check. .49 is hit to Willie Puddinhead Jones. And he's got the liner for the out. That retires the Astros in the 5th. We go to the 6th, and it's 1-0 Houston. Free pine tar stuff. Just let me know you want it. My email's in the description for the video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Share the video. Let people know they can have some free stuff. Cruz. I'm sorry. That's not true. Nolan Ryan is out to face Sisler, Ennis, and Jones in the Phillies 6th. Pitch to Sisler is a liner to left, drops in front of Cruz for a base hit. Phillies have the tying run aboard for Del Ennis. Ryan the stretch. Del is 0 for 2. The stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. That's number 5 for the Express. 1 down in the 6th. Willie Jones coming. Willie's 1 for 2. Ryan's allowed 4 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 5. Nobody's crossed the pay station for Philadelphia. The pitch. Hit on the ground to Cabell. He goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Howe is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the Astros. That ends the Phillies' 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0 Houston. The meat of the order up for the Astros. Cruz, Cedeno, Cabell. Pitch to Jose. On a line at Richie Ashburn. He doesn't have to move a step. There's 1 down. Now it's Cedeno. Tripled and drove in a run in the first. 1 for 2. The pitch to Cesar. Base hit. Cedeno to center field. Drops in front of Ashburn, and he's on for a 1-out single. Here's Cabell. Roberts, the stretch. He checks Cedeno, the pitch home. There goes Cesar. Semenic gloves it. The throw down to Goliat is not in time. Cedeno slides in safely with a stolen base. He's in scoring position with 1 out for Cabell. Cabell's behind in the count, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 today. Roberts, the stretch, and the delivery. Ground ball hit to Hamner. Cedeno has to hold. Granny throws to Waitkus, and there's 2 outs. Howe is up now with Ashby on deck. Art's 0 for 1 with a bunt. The pitch. Hit to left toward the line. Sisler on the run and makes the catch for out number 3. So Roberts escapes trouble in the 6th. The Astros get a hit, steal a base, and leave the man. After 6, it's 1-0 Houston. Nolan Ryan will face Hamner, Semenic, and Goliat for the Phillies in the 7th. 6, 7, 8 batters. The pitch. And Hamner hits it to center, but it's going to hang up there for Cedeno to run under, and there's 1 down. Semenic 0 for 2. The pitch to Andy. Hey, struck him out. That's 6 for Nolan. And now Goliat with Robin Roberts on deck. The pitch. That one's to the screen. He bounced that curveball. It was a 55-footer. Next pitch to Mike. And this is trouble. It's in the left center field gap. It splits Cedeno and Cruz, and Goliat's got a 2-out double. And now they got to decide if they're going to hit for Robin Roberts and try and drive in that run. We're in the top of the 7th. They're down 1-0. They're going to let Robin bat. All right. Ryan the stretch. The pitch to Robbie. Hit to left. Under it is Cruz. And the opportunity goes by the boards. It's time to stretch them out in Houston after 6.5. It's the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Houston. For the Astros in the 7th, it's 7, 8, 9 batters. Ashby, Reynolds, and Ryan. Ashby's 0 for 2. The pitch to Allen from Robin Roberts. That's hit to right. High but not deep. Under it is Del Ennis for out number 1. Craig Reynolds now 0 for 2. Pitch from Roberts. Grounded to third. Puddinhead Jones gloves it and throws to Waitkus for out number 2. And now it'll be Ryan with Morgan on deck. The pitch from Roberts. Combacker, gloved by Robin. He takes a couple steps toward Waitkus and tosses him the ball for out number 3. We're going to the 8th inning. And it's still 1-0 Houston. We've had no scoring since the bottom of the first. Top of the order for the Phillies in the 8th, Waitkus, Ashburn, Sisler. And Dave Smith and Joe Sambito, lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it, are going to start in the Astros bullpen right now. Waitkus up, the pitch from Ryan. He hits it to center, driving Cedeno back, but Cesar's going to get there for out number 1. Now it's Ashburn, 1 for 2 with a walk. Ryan winds and delivers. Ground ball, Joe Morgan up the middle. He plants and fires to Howe for out number 2. Good play by Joe. Now it's Sisler, 1 for 3. A single, but also a pair of strikeouts for Dick. The pitch. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, it's a ranch, Chuck. I smell gas. We're gonna explode. Here's the chart right here. See where he hit it. Chopped in front of the plate. Is Alan Ashby going to make that play? He's a positive fielder. He fires to first, and they get him. It's a 2-3 putout, and that ends the 8th inning for Philadelphia. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Roberts now will face the top of the order for Houston, and Jim Constanti, the relief ace for the Phillies, gets warming up in the bullpen. Morgan, Poole, and Cruz, 1, 2, 3 batters. They're looking for insurance for Ryan. The pitch, and there's a good start. Base hit to center field. Drops in front of Ashburn, and Morgan's aboard. Here's Poole. Roberts the stretch. The pitch to Terry. He squares to bunt. Gloved by Roberts. He fires to Hamner at second, and they get Morgan sliding. It's a fielder's choice. Poole safe at first. Wow, a bad bunt by Terry. Doesn't do that often. And now it's Cruz 0 for 3. Cedeno on deck. The pitch to Jose. Ball 2. Ball 2. And there's ball 4. So 2 Astros on now with 1 out for Cedeno. And that's going to do it for Robin Roberts. Eddie Sawyer out of the dugout. He wants Constanti. And he'll get him. So Roberts pitches 7 1/3 innings. He allows 5 hits. He walked 3. He struck out 3 and allowed 1 run so far. There are 2 men on base that are his responsibility. He stands to lose the game unless the Phillies can rally. Constanti in 1950 was the MVP of the league. 74 games. He's an A-plus pitcher. On the road, no strikeout or walk modifiers. You can go 2 innings if you need them. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Poole at second, Cruz at first, Cedeno at the plate. Constanti looking for a double play grounder. The pitch to Cesar is a base hit. This is to left. Poole around third. Sisler's throw home is cut off by Jones. Poole scores. Cruz goes to third, and it's first and third for Houston, 2-0. Cabell is up. Infield gonna play in. Constanti the stretch. The pitch home to Enos. Grounded to third. Willie Jones gloves it. Cruz takes off for home. Jones fires to Semenuk, who applies the tag, and Cruz is out. Cabell is safe at first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs now. And Howe comes to the plate. Cedeno at second, Cabell at first, and Howe at the plate, 2 down. Constanti the stretch, the pitch. Hey, struck him out. That ends the 8th, but the Astros get an important insurance run on 2 hits, and they leave 2. After 8 complete, Nolan Ryan's got a 2-0 lead going to the 9th. Sambito and Smith are firing in the bullpen. It'll be Ennis, Jones, and Hamner up for Philadelphia in the top of the 9th. Four, 5, 6 batters. Phillies need 2 to keep it going. Ryan winds and delivers to Del Ennis. Hey, struck him out. Number 7. And 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Now it's Willie Jones, who's 1 for 3. Ryan winds and delivers. Hit in the air to left. Jose Cruz makes the catch for out number 2. And now it's Granny Hamner. Last chance saloon for Philadelphia. Andy Semenick on deck. Hamner's 0 for 3. The pitch from Nolan Ryan. The ground ball hit toward Joe Morgan. He gloves it and throws to Art Howe, and that'll do it. The 1980 Houston Astros have defeated the 1950 Philadelphia Philly Whiz Kids by a score of 2-0. Let's give you the totals for the victorious Astros. 2 runs on 6 hits, and they committed no errors. The Phillies, no runs on 5 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher Nolan Ryan, losing pitcher Robin Roberts. Ryan goes the distance and strikes out 7. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to drop me an email if you'd like these cards for free. I'll send you the PDF. Berglund.Kurt@yahoo.com. Thanks for your subscriptions. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, and I do appreciate it very much. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.